Well, hello, City Church family. So good to be with you today. Hey, I imagine if I took a ball and in relatively close proximity, I threw it at you really hard. Most of you would probably try to react and catch the ball or knock the ball down, but you wouldn't catch the ball. Some of you probably wouldn't react at all and just get hit by the ball, maybe even in the head. But if I were to hold up the ball and get your attention, hey, catch, and I were to wait until you turned and looked at me and you held up your hand, and then I were to throw the ball at you, even if I threw it hard, I imagine most of you would catch the ball in that second situation. So, what's the difference? Well, the difference is simply this. In the first example, you weren't prepared for my action, and I caught you off guard, and you didn't respond appropriately. In the second example, you were prepared for my action, I didn't catch you off guard, and you did respond appropriately by catching the ball. So we've been talking about sharing the gospel. And I want you to realize that as you go out and you share the gospel with people, that people are going to, their actions towards you, towards that gospel message, is going to be varied. And if you go out and you think, oh, every time I share the gospel, someone's going to become a Christian. Someone's going to be so grateful that I shared this good news with them. You're going to be utterly caught off guard. And you're not going to catch the ball that they're throwing at you. You might even get hit in the head by the ball that they're throwing at you, because the ball that they're throwing most likely isn't a love bomb. It's actually a bomb of hatred. And you might go back home and you think to yourself, oh, wow, I should have said this, and I didn't. Or you may think, I shouldn't have said this, and I did. Or you may think, oh, I should have done this in that moment, or I shouldn't have done this in that moment. So what I want to do today is I just want to remind you to be prepared, be ready for the way in which the world is going to act towards the gospel. Because if you're not prepared, you'll be caught off guard and you won't respond appropriately. Luke 21, Jesus tells us how the world is going to act towards the gospel. The world will lay their hands on you. They will persecute you. They will deliver you up to synagogues and prisons. You will be brought before kings and governors for my name's sake. That's how the world's going to act towards the gospel. But then Jesus says, and this is your opportunity to witness. You see, he's preparing them. He wants them to know, be ready. This is how they're going to respond. So when the world throws this ball of hatred, of delivering you up, of prison, of being brought before great powerful people and threatened, you're not going to drop the ball. You're going to catch it and respond appropriately, because you're prepared for that. He goes on to say, you'll be delivered up even by parents and brothers and relatives and friends, and some of you they will put to death. You will be hated by all for my name's sake. That's the act. That's the action of the world towards the gospel. And Christ wants you to be ready for that, not to be surprised, not to be caught off guard. So what I want you to do is I want you to think this week, what are the most likely responses that you're going to get from sharing the gospel this week? I mean, you know the people in your world, you know the people in your workplace, you know the people in your family, and most likely you know their personality and you know their thoughts about Christianity. So when you share the gospel with them, you can kind of anticipate how are they going to respond? What are they going to say? Are they going to try to outsmart you? Are they going to intimidate you, threaten you? Are they going to minimize you? What are the consequences for you sharing this gospel with this individual person? So that whatever they're throwing at you, you're ready to catch it and return it, not in anger, not in hatred, but you're ready to respond in love. First and foremost, that you love the Lord your God. And so I'm going to continue to share the gospel because I love God. And then secondly, you're going to respond to them in love because you love them. I'm called to love my neighbor as myself. And so I'm going to share the gospel with you because I love you, but I'm going to do it in a way that's not full of anger, not full of hatred. It's not language that demeans you, but it's with gentleness and respect. So be ready for whatever the world is throwing at you so that you can catch it and respond appropriately. May the Lord be with you as you go and share the good news, even in great opposition.